Right, so we're back in the building with BkChat London.
Hello.
Everyone's being quiet. Where's the men being quiet?
We're here.
Early Saturday morning.
Early, it's a Saturday morning. Usually we're in bed. You know what I mean? Saturday morning. I wake up at 1 o'clock on a Saturday.
You deserve it, man.
Alright, cool. So we're going to talk about the last episode, yeah? Cool. The title was, why do girls say they want a good guy but fall for bad guy? Now, before we get into this, yeah? That topic went left. It went absolutely left. And then they took another left and then a right. The direction, I felt like we didn't even know what a bad guy was. So you guys are going to have to explain to me. I want a definition of a bad guy. Because me, I thought I was a bad guy till the episode.
Okay,
Why are you doing this? You're trying to ignite a fire. Why are you doing this?
This is Reprezent.
Do you know the maddest thing? Yeah, I was fully trying to break this thing down, but they don't allow me to just. You know what? Sometimes they don't understand. This is the reality of the show. Like, you know, when that question comes out, like we said before, we don't get it beforehand. So everybody gets that perception of what they think in their head. And imagine everybody trying to articulate those points at that same time. It's just fire. Especially when my definition of a bad boy is different to what. Do you understand? So it's a bit mad, but.
I was going to say that, it's something, because you said that the conversation diverted left. One thing about us, we always divert left, right? You know, we never ever stay on track. We always end up going somewhere else and starting something else. So that is normal. But you're right, it wasn't ever, defined. No one actually gave a full-on definition of what a bad guy is. But you know what? That's because all of us have different definitions. So that's why we were trying to, everyone, like Lucas rightly said, everyone's trying to give their own definition of what they think it is. But, we actually never stand pointed, okay, this is what a bad guy is.
Okay. So you say that everyone's got their own perception.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just like everything we discuss on BkChat, that's the whole point of the show. We don't want everyone to be the same because we don't live in a world like that. Everyone is different. Everyone has different ideas, perceptions, definitions for things, and that's okay as long as we can respect each other and have conversations about it. I think that's the main thing.
Okay. So in the episode, there was a particular point where you started to talk about telling women to shut up.
That line's gone everywhere, innit? I'm even getting DMs Esther, shut up. Can I be your man now?
Literally, when I saw that, I was thinking, I said, that's what girls like.
Do you know what?
Girls like the shut up thing.
No. Don't generalise.
Listen, when I said I want him to say shut up, there's been a few people on Twitter that I actually have gone out and I've saluted them, because it's not that I'm saying my man should sit there and tell me to shut up. It's that it's just a certain level of respect that I will have for my man. He doesn't need to be, aggressive or in that. He doesn't need to have that kind of mannerisms. But he's the way he carries himself. He's the way he carries himself alone. It will be a shut up. I will know to shut up. Do you know what I mean?
Can I carry on with what she's saying as well? Because people, especially when I say something, and I feel like because I am this in your face, person, and let's be 100 here. A black guy comes from, for me anyway, a place where, some black guys anyway, like me, come from a place where, we fight tooth and nail for everything. So when you become the man that you believe you are and you're confident with that, the world sometimes they're intimidated by that. And sometimes I do say some stuff that, there's more meaning to it. We film for an hour and a half. You just take Lucas saying, shut up, and you should shut up. It's not just that. We're not stupid. Come on. I'm not trying to tell you, I'm going to punch you up. It's not that. You get what I'm saying? But my definition of a bad boy is, girls know when you're with the guy, you respect him even if he's punched up other guys or he's been in fights with other guys and carries himself like that and he's a bit of a rude boy. When he says something to you, you won't challenge it because of what you've seen him to be like. It doesn't mean that you're scared of him, but you know that this is how that guy carries himself. Now, the bad boy in that sense, that's good for some people. There's also the bad boy who is a very, very calm guy, and on the road with other guys, he's a savage. But with his girl, he's a proper softie. That doesn't mean that he's not a bad guy because he's a softie with his woman. So there's there's many different differentiations to what you call as a bad guy.
So you would say with the ways it's been edited, it's not always like that. Because from a perspective, like the audience perspective, I saw Lucas standing up like, I told my girl to shut up. That's the case over.
But this
done.
But this is the thing, though. It's as much as it's reality and it's real TV. At the same time, there's so much that has to be crammed in 30 minutes. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, the mature minds and the people that are not negative with your thought process, you see that and you be like, okay, there's meaning behind that. It's not just, oh yeah, tell you shut up. If I love someone, if I value you as a woman, I'm not gonna just tell you to shut up and it's just that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People argue. Do you understand? But sometimes I feel that some women of our generation today are so against this man being a man that any form of strength is too much. It's like, right now you can't do that, you can't be like that. Bro, chill out. It's not every day like the guy is a bad guy. Sometimes give him his chance, give him his props.
Anyone got anything else to say in regards to like looking back at the episode? Do you still agree with everything you say? Like,
you.
To be fair, I think the episode went alright. The only problem was that obviously the definition of the bad guy, because I think what it was that everyone had the definition in their head, but not everyone expressed the definition of bad guy. So that's where I think it went a bit wayward with it. But what other people need to take in consideration is we filmed for hours, and like as Lucas said, it has been crammed down to like 30 minutes. So there's always more to what we're saying that's actually been crammed down and etc. But yeah, man, shout out to the whole BkChat team. I love you lot.
And bear in mind as well that people speak from quite a personal place, because naturally that's what you do. You speak from your own experience and you speak from yourself. So I think, like, for example, with Esther, going on what you were saying, Esther was just speaking from a personal place of knowing how she is as a woman. So she knows that she just wants a man that will, speak in a way to remind her, like, listen, this is you. But what I want to say, what works for Esther doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Esther's speaking for herself. So I think that's the main thing that we need to remember, that just because that works for her and that's what she likes doesn't mean she's now saying that every other woman should have that as well. So I think people just bear in mind that it's personal.
And also, because of what you just said now, I don't think Esther is saying, oh yeah, she wants her man to tell her shut up. Again, it's part of the whole demeanor, the way he carries himself. You know what I'm saying? In that mode.
Everyone's got. That's why we have different types of men that we go for. I'm a very, very loud character. I'm in your face. I'm a woman that a man needs to be able to tame me, because I can, go off. I can go a bit cuckoo sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Bring me back. And that's just my character. That's me. And there's other characters. There's a lot of other women that might, that's why there's 5 different women on the panel, because if you can't relate to me, you'll be able to relate to one of the other ladies. So just because you don't get me, baby, you get one. Don't hate. Like, do you know what I mean? This is just my view, and this is what I like. You may not like what I like, because I've had some people say domestic violence, blah blah blah. Get out of town, man. What do you mean? Do I look like I could? What do you mean, me? Domestic violence? What are you talking about?
No, I hear that. Because me, I saw that. When I saw you saying, I like a man to tell me to shut up. All right, babe. I thought to myself, no, I need to try this.
Hey.
Now listen.
Hey.
Like Lissy just rightly said, it's not for, like, I'm not saying I want my man to tell me to shut up, but I'm just saying, for me, I'm the type of person, if I'm arguing with you, I always say this to women, I say our tongues are like venom. Sometimes when we're in an argument with our partner, we can go, we can cross the line. Sometimes, and I'm a woman that I do cross the line, I tend to cross the line, because I always want to be the last, I want to have the last word. So sometimes, when I'm like that, I need my man to be, if you're a quiet guy, I'm not knocking any quiet man. No, do you know what I mean? I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna win that argument. Do you know what I mean? So if you're a man that you've got, even your presence, it's not that you need to tell me to shut up, but you look at me and say, Esther, I'm settled, bruv. I ain't saying that no more. I got you, because it's the way you've even just said Esther.
the name.
Even just the way you said Esther, and even your eyes, your body. I'm settling. I'm all right. Cool. I've heard you.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get into another track, and then I've got some questions from the Snapchat that they want to ask you guys directly. So get ready for that. That's all I got to say. Get a drink of water, because it's coming. All right.